Hey, what's going on, guys? Sean Lloyd here. So in this video I want to talk about how I made $69,790 in October. So I did make that much money, and I want to show you exactly all my income streams, how I exactly made that amount. um, I think it'll be informative in terms of some of the income streams are easily implementable. Like, you can literally get started with it today for free, and I highly recommend you to do so. But the point of this video is actually not just to show you how I made this money. I want to transition into some another thing that I really want to talk about. So make sure you watch until the end of the video, and let's get right into it. Alright, so the first stream obviously is Kindle Publishing. So the total for Kindle Publishing was $15,886.11. This was a lot lower than the previous 3 months. The previous 3 months I was doing like 20 to 25,000. So it was a huge drop. But anyways, let me show you the screenshots first. So this is my KDP income, 4,600. And then we have Ingram Spark. So the US is 1566. Global Connect is 162 right here, because we're looking at the monthly. MTD is month to date. And then we got the UK and AU. So, Ingram Spark last month I did like close to, no, actually I did close to $6,000, and then there was a huge drop back to 2K, as you can see this month. I'm not too sure if this is how Ingram Spark are or is, where you upload a book, you get a ton of sales immediately on a book, and then it just dies. So we'll see next month if that's the case or not, because so far my Ingram Spark income has always been going up, and last month was great, but this month there was a huge drop. I'm sorry, September was great, but October was a huge drop because it's already November, so it's not this month. But we'll see, and I'll let you guys know. So ACX, the total is 8,700. So the first picture is my personal ACX account. You can see 1,600 units. And then this is my LLC ACX account. So I got two accounts for ACX. I merged the KDP accounts when I created my LLC, but ACX told me that I didn't have to, so I just never did it. Next we got Drafted Digital, 374. Publish Drive, 34 bucks. Publish Drive used to make a lot more. I used to average about 100 bucks a month. And then after they had the whole Google Play update, it kind of got really bad. So the total Kindle expense was the highest I ever had. October, my expenses were $5,000 plus, which was insanely high. I usually do between $2,000-3,000. It was from producing new books, audiobooks, etc. So although I spent a lot of money, producing new books, it's not live yet, and I actually didn't publish any new books in October. So my income did drop a lot. I wasn't expecting a huge, like literally 10K drop. So hopefully it was a bad month as well, but this was a really big drop. So the next one is affiliate marketing from YouTube, and also my email list that I have with Kindle Publishing. So the total was $1,149. This is mostly coming from YouTube, where people would watch my videos and use my coupon codes for like the ghostwriting companies, and also purchase softwares, courses like Publisher Rocket and other courses that I recommend in the description. So if you're watching this and you used any of my links in the description, or you're using my coupon codes when you order books from ghostwriting companies, I just want to say thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and myself. The other $190 was from affiliate marketing from my Kindle email list. So my books collect emails, and then I pitch some products in the email. So that was from that. I don't make any YouTube ad revenue, unfortunately, because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet. So if you're watching this, you're not subscribed, please subscribe and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. So the next one is my index funds that I invest via a Roth IRA. So let me show you, let me actually take you to the actual account. So if you're watching this and you don't have a Roth IRA account, I would highly recommend everybody to get started immediately, especially if you're young. And what I would recommend you to invest in is index funds. If you don't know anything about stocks, or even if you know a lot about stocks, it's much better to just buy a diverse index funds instead of like gambling on a single stock, betting on Apple or Tesla to, 3x your money. It's just much better to just buy and hold an index funds for a really, really long time, especially through a Roth IRA, because whatever you make is going to be tax-free income. So I started doing that this year. I bought, so I maxed out my Roth IRA because you can only do $6,000 a year. So I maxed it out $6,000, and then it already increased $487. Of course, this is something that's kind of iffy because the stocks can always go down. Although index funds, historically has a 6 to 7% increase every single year. So it's very, very safe. But although, again, it could go down anytime. So calling this money that I made last month when I didn't cash out yet, I guess it's kind of iffy, but it did grow that much. So you can see here that in October, the gain was 132.26. So I'll just call it like I made that much. All right, so the next one is kind of similar. It is investing in stocks. This is my Acorns account. So Acorns, I invested $5,000 a while back, and the total gain is $259. So it's not a lot, but it does pay me dividends. So I am counting because this is a video where I'm showing my every single income stream that I have. So the dividends for last month was, what is this, $12. So not that much, but the dividends I believe is separate from the actual like stock value increasing. So that I gained, $259 over the lifetime of using Acorns. So that's pretty cool. I didn't do anything. I just put the money that I had extra, and it's just sitting there. Another thing is they have found money, which for me was GNC. I bought some protein shakes, but any companies that has a contract with Acorn that you can see on the list, if you use the credit card that's linked to Acorns and purchase through them, they give you a little bit of cash back that automatically goes into your Acorns account. So that's kind of like free money, and it's super cool. So they have other features, but for anybody that wants to get started with investing and they don't know where to start, Acorns is a really good place because it's all automated. You don't have to do anything. So yeah, Acorns is really, really cool, and it's kind of fun just to see my investment growing. But if you guys are interested in trying out Acorns, I'll put the link in the description below. Okay, so this is another one of my favorites, and this is something that, again, you can literally, get started today, and I recommend you to get started today if you're not doing this already. But it's literally just putting your savings into a high interest savings account. So normal bank accounts offers you like 0.01% APY or something crazy like that, where you literally don't make any money. You're making few cents every time you get paid interest. So when it comes to savings account, there are, like Bank of America. For me, it's Bank of Hawaii. They have physical locations here. So their upfront cost or the upkeep cost is a lot more because they got to pay the location, rent for the place, they got to pay the workers there. So that's why they can only offer a very low APY. But there are other bank accounts or savings accounts that is all operated online, so their upkeep cost is a lot lower, so that they can offer a higher interest. So I have it with Discover, which offers 1.8% APY. Although there are other better ones that offers like Ally Bank, I think Citi offers like 2.3%. So I might have to switch over if Discover keeps this at 1.8%. So definitely look around and see which ones offer the best percentage returns. But for me, just by having my money inside this bank account, just sitting there, I'm making $110 a month. Of course, if I take some out and my balance goes down, then I'll be making less. But for now, this is literally pure passive income. I'm making $110 a month just from this. All right, so the next one is real estate. And with real estate, I had my $50K that I made from fix and flip. and also my 1,500 that I make monthly. So with the 50K, what I did is I bought a land, I built a tiny house on it and flipped it for $50,000. The land was around $8,000. The building of the whole house was close to 20K, and then tax and contractor fee, made it close to like 40K. So the profit was around $10,000 for the tiny house, and then $1,500 is the monthly income that I get from other properties. Although it's not really a rental property, what I do is kind of the same thing. I buy like tax liens and other lands cheap, and then I flip it. But when I flip it, a lot of times they don't pay us in cash. They want to do monthly installments. And when they do monthly installments, we can put like interest payments on it so we can make more. But yeah, so I sell the lands with like 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 years monthly installment plan. So I make my money back within the first 1-2 years, and then after that, it's not forever, because once they pay it off, the income stops, of course. But until then, it's kind of like passive income. So this is just a quick plug, but if you guys want to follow my other ventures, especially my real estate ventures and any other stuff that I'm doing, make sure you follow my Instagram. It's SeanDoer13. This is the house that we flipped, the tiny house, doing a little tiny house tour. That's me signing the contract for the property. So definitely follow me on Instagram. And the last income stream I have, I unfortunately cannot disclose it, but it was another $1,000. So the total is $69,790.28. Now the expenses, of course, because this is not pure profit, is Kindle Publishing was $5K, real estate $35,000 or so, not including tax. So the profit was $29.5 thousand, which I have to pay taxes on. So this is something that I actually really wanted to talk about. It's not, the whole point of the video was not just to show you my income streams, although some of it is very actionable. The high interest savings account, Acorns, index funds, that's something that you can get started immediately, and I highly recommend you to do so. But the main point of this video that I wanted to talk about is this exactly. So a lot of people online, especially this year, I've seen so many times where so many people do this, where they just throw out a huge number, especially with e-commerce people. They say, I made $1 million in sales, making it sound like they are a millionaire. But in fact, $1 million in sales is now $1 million in profit. It's a huge difference between gross sales and net profit. A lot of times, especially with e-commerce, but this applies to like pretty much every single business out there, oftentimes after subtracting all expenses, where e-commerce people especially, they're running, they're putting a lot of money in Facebook ads, YouTube ads, so they have huge ad expenses, not ad revenue. So ad expenses, product cost, shipping, tax, the profit really comes down much lower. I never done e-commerce in a sense of like drop shipping, so I don't know the exact numbers, but oftentimes, $1 million in sales could literally mean like they're just making 10K a month or something like that, and maybe that's not even profit. What I really, really hate is the whole like deception and manipulation that's happening in the online marketing industry right now. People throw out big numbers. They just throw it out to try and sell you their course or the coaching. What's even worse than, actually doing that kind of numbers, but making it sound like they're making way more than they actually are, at least those guys are actually doing it and making some type of money. What's even worse is I've seen people straight up lie. So I've seen so many people who lie about their income and their success from a business, and literally they sell coaching and courses on that business when they don't even actually do that business themselves. So many people, guys, they literally just watch a YouTube video, get information from YouTube for free, compile that into a teachable course, sell it for you for $1,000. I've seen this happen so many times. It's literally scam, and I really hate seeing this. So what I want to tell you guys, and what you want to make sure to do, is to always get proof of their claim. Ask to see their dashboard if they're making some kind of income claims, anything that backs up their claims. But keep in mind though that cool lifestyle pictures like traveling around the world, driving in a nice car, having a nice house. Those doesn't count as evidence to back up their income claims, because a nice car, nice house literally can be rented or just know somebody that lives in there. Traveling around the world, there's so many ways to hack this, like travel hacking. You use points to get free travel. You can literally work a job that requires traveling. And like for me, I worked in the hotel industry, so I get an extremely cheap rate for a 5-star, 4-star hotel. So if I wanted to, I can literally just stay in a 5-star hotel for like $30 a night and say that, this is coming from my business and I'm rich and everything like that. But I don't do that, of course, but some people do this. So you really want to watch out for that. Another thing to keep in mind is they don't make this every single month. So many people make $10,000 in a month once. They get lucky. So say in Kindle Publishing, you never know when your book really hits hard and blows up. One book can literally make you 10K in a month once. But that doesn't mean it's going to keep making 10K a month, because you know how with books, it sells a lot, but then it slowly dies down. So a lot of people, though, what they do is they hit $10,000 a month or 10K in a single month once, but then they just keeps calling themselves and keeps claiming to be a 10K per month earner when they're actually making significantly less. Even me, I'm not gonna call myself 70K a month earner, because this is not what I do every single month. I don't make 70K a month every month. This October was great. I got super lucky, and my average monthly income is actually a lot less than this. One thing a lot of people have to understand is business income is up and down. I don't do this kind of real estate deals every single month, and my monthly income, like I said, is a lot lower. So if the guru, right, shows you an old dashboard from like months ago and claiming that that's the income they make, that doesn't count. You got to get an updated one. So if you're in the month of November, like right now, and then they show you a dashboard of them making 10K a month from August, that doesn't count, because maybe their income is a lot lower, you know what I mean? So you got to get a updated income proof. And when I say you got to get some income proof, this is if you're going to be paying them, right? If you're going to be buying their course, paying for their mentorship, if they're trying to sell you those kind of stuff, then you really want to make sure you get their income proof. So the bottom line, guys, is I hate to be negative. I don't want to be that guy that says, you can't trust anybody, and everybody's out to get you. That's not the case, but there are so much more scammers, liars, people who deceive you online than in real life, because I think there is a little bit of detachment from the emotional side of things. You don't really feel bad taking other people's money online, because you don't know that person that well, compared to if you do it in real life. You get to know them in person, and it's a lot harder to do it if you have some kind of ethics, So there are a lot more of these people, and I'm pretty passionate about this topic because I've seen so many of this happen, and I have some really personal experience as well. So I just want to let everybody know, because this is when I first started online marketing when I was 18. I pretty much believed everything people claimed online. When they said $1 million in sales, I thought they're making $1 million a month every single month in passive income, because I didn't know anything about how it really works back in the day. So that's why I wanted to go over this. So don't believe what people say. Only believe what you see as actual proof of claim, especially if they're trying to sell you course and coaching. So if they're trying to sell you something, be extra careful. What I also noticed, which is a separate issue, but these gurus who try to sell you courses, coaching, topics they don't even know themselves, for information that they literally just took from YouTube. They sell high ticket, meaning they price their courses, their coaching extremely high. The course is usually a couple $1,000s. Coaching ranges from a couple thousand to tens of thousands of dollars. And what I really hate, I think this is a scam, and I'm not against like expensive courses, expensive coaching, if they actually provide value. But the problem is 99%, and literally 99% from my experience seeing a lot of people offer high ticket stuff, 99% is a scam because they literally just raise the price of the course, not because it's that much more valuable, but because it looks like it's that much more valuable. You get it? So they literally make your course a lot more expensive than the other courses out there because it looks like it's much more valuable. But the actual value after you pay them and go through the course, it's not that much better, or if not any better than other courses that you see that's offered a lot more cheaper. So this is kind of the psychological trick that they play on you by selling high tickets. So that's why generally I don't really believe in, buying any high ticket courses, high ticket coaching anymore. So I would recommend, if you're gonna buy any course, couple $100 to $1,000 courses, it's fine. A lot of times, those courses include information that you need to succeed. So again, always get proof of income or claim. To be completely honest, even my screenshots in this video, you shouldn't even trust it because it might be somebody else's. There's nothing on the picture that claims that screenshots were from me, right? It doesn't have my name or anything. But I think I get a pass because I'm not selling any coaching or courses or anything like that. I'm not selling anything, but all I ask from you is to smash the like button and subscribe if you're enjoying my videos, and to use the coupon codes for the ghostwriting companies or other links in the description if you are already going to purchase from the ghostwriting company or purchase some of the courses that I recommend in the description. So the last point that I want to tell you is diversify with passive investing. So this is something, again, that everybody can get started immediately today. You don't need to spend any time to make money with index funds, high interest savings account, and lastly, Acorns. You literally just open up an account, put some money in, and you will see your money start growing with index funds and Acorns. If you want to do Acorns, the link is in the description. High interest savings account, I highly recommend everybody to just have high interest savings account because you literally just put your money in and you start getting paid interest every single month. It is all automated. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. I feel like this video went from like a nice, showing all my income stream video to a full-on rant about how I hate some online marketing gurus and the tactics that they use. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. So if you enjoyed it, please make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next video.